Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to a truly special night here at the Perry Athletic Complex. Tonight we are honored to host our first ever Jayette Softball Alumni Night, a celebration of 54 years of tradition, teamwork, and unwavering Jayette pride. From the very first pitch decades ago to tonight's matchup under the lights, each generation of Jayettes has played a vital role in building the foundation of our program where it stands today. We are absolutely thrilled to welcome back so many proud alumni. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the legacy you've created. Your passion, perseverance, and commitment to Jayette softball have shaped not only the success of our program, but also the character and strength of the young women who wear the jersey today. Here are some Jayette softball highlights over the years. The Jayettes have made 9 appearances at the Iowa State High School Tournament, showcasing decades of competitive excellence. Joanna Hike and Lori Ross Sheely each recorded over 100 career wins as pitchers for the Jayettes. Carol Sam Meyer was inducted to the BVU Softball Hall of Fame, honoring her incredible impact on and off the field. In 1998, Don Benton made history with 3 doubles in a single state tournament game against Waukee, a record that still stands. Kate Shimon Moon helped lead the Jayettes to 3 consecutive state tournament appearances in 1997, 1998, and 1999, an era defined by elite pitching and leadership. Emma Olenzak delivered a dominant state performance with 16 strikeouts in a single game, setting the 4A state record, and finished with 32 total strikeouts across the tournament, another state record in 2017. Jayette softball has always been about more than just the game. It's about legacy, leadership, and building something that lasts. Following the game, we invite the alumni down to the field for a group photo and a chance to meet the 2025 Jayette softball team. Take this moment to reconnect, reminisce, and share your stories with the next generation of Jayettes. Now please join us in recognizing and celebrating the incredible women who paved the way, our Jayette softball alumni. Let's make some noise for past, present, and future of this program. Once a Jayette, always a Jayette. Okay, let's meet the starters for the game. First, the visitors from West Marshall. At shortstop, number 7, Jilly Pearson. Third base, number 1, Rachel Randall. Left field, number 25, Lily Fisher. Center field, number 11, Amelia Ranson. Catcher, number 3, Riley Randall. Second base, number 22, Lily Zard. First base, number 20, Aubrey Greenwood. Designated player, number 17, Savannah Davenport. Right field, number 4, Olivia Randall. Pitcher, flex player, number 9, Kaylin Brown. And now the starters for your Perry Jayettes. Leading off in right field, number 8, Aiden Erickson. In center field, number 9, Kate Erickson. Your catcher, number 13, Kerrigan Whelchel. Your pitcher, number 4, Tina Canelli. At shortstop, number 5, Kalley Whelchel. At first base, number 10, Kate Shuttler. In left field, number 1, Taryn Nearing. Designated player, number 12, Lily Hollingsworth. At second base, number 4, Harper Peterson. At third base, number 5, Addie Perks. Your umpires tonight is assigned by the Heart of Iowa Conference, Justin Wells and Jed Hammond. Will everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
We have Jimmy Carson, Rachel Randall, and Lillian Fisher stepping up for the visitors. Anyone can
reading off for West Marshall, number 7, Lily Kurjan.
Jilly Karsjan.
Kurjan?
Karsjan.
How do you know?
Because I've heard them say it.
Karsjan.
Jilly Karsjan.
One of many seniors at the top of the order.
Yeah.
For
Played
West
3 or 4
Marshall.
times.
Immediately on the circle, she'll rock and fire. First pitch, high and outside for a ball. Defensively for the Jayettes, we have Marion in left, Cate Erickson in center, right field, Eden Erickson. Ready to rock and fire. Marion comes home, swung at this one, flies ball out to right field. This one's going to be a foul territory. It's going to be on the other side of the fence, so Tina Keneally gets ahead in the count 0-2. Left side of the infield, we got Perks and Kalley Whelchel.
There's nowhere for the Alumni to sit.
Peterson and Shotler.
Nowhere for them to
Behind the
sit.
plate, Kerrigan Whelchel.
So many people.
Tina Keneally back and ready to fire. Swung at by Carson. She hits a line drive out to left field, and that's going to be a base knock to open up this one. Jason Randall, the head coach for West Marshall.
Now batting number 1, Rachel Randall.
On the other side, Emma Olenzak in her first year. Speaking of the Randalls, the first of many we see in the lineup tonight. Rachel stepping in, the senior batting .355. Left-handed swinger for the Trojans. Playing in at third base is Perks, expecting the bunt. Left-handed hitter working against the right-handed pitcher. First pitch, showing bunt. Fouled back, and it's a 0-1 as Keneally gets ahead in the count here. Keneally has started each and every game for Perry this
They
year.
dropped out right before they played us.
Perry's only played conference games besides last Saturday. Swung at this one, popped up, and it goes out of play now 0-2. Tried to get a game in last Saturday, part of the Classic against Woodward Granger. They had to cancel the entire tournament before it got started, except for the opening games. They tried to get through it, then the rain showed up in the 6th inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, ground ball right back to Keneally. She'll fire to first base, and that's our first out of the game. 1-3 on the putout if you're keeping track at home. Carson able to advance. It looks awfully similar to a sacrifice bunt.
Now batting number 25, Lily Fisher.
Lillian Fisher batting .378 for West Marshall. Hard to believe with a gaudy average like that, that's still not top on the team. She's first pitch swinging. It's fouled down the first baseline, out of play. Counts 0-1. Keneally doing a good job of firing strikes in this first inning. Another defense help her out here. Playing in front of the bag is Perks. Keneally comes home, line drive over Perks' head, and it's going to go out to Naring. They're going to think about sending the runner. The throw comes home. They hold up Carson, and advancing to second base on the throw will be Fisher, so we now have runners on second and third.
Now batting number 11, Amelia Ranson.
Amelia Ranson stepping in. The senior's batting .194, another right-handed hitter for the Trojans. She gets comfortable in the box, and Keneally comes home with the first pitch. It's outside for a ball. Corner infielders playing in front of their bags. They might look to go home here if something's hit towards them. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung at ground ball right back to Keneally. She looks over to third.
She just has to touch the base. She didn't know.
She didn't catch it.
She tried to tag her, but she just
had
didn't
the line
touch the
drive
base.
double play. That's out number 2.
Now batting number 3, Riley Randall.
Step in. She's doing the catching tonight. First pitch from Keneally. Swung at, fly ball out towards Naring. She charges up. Good coverage. The Jayettes go 1-2-3 here defensively. After 2 hits.
After half an inning,
No runs.
West Marshall 0, Perry 0.
Expect that 2 runners left on base.
Leading off for the Jayettes, number 8, Aiden Erickson.
An Fader getting the start tonight for West Marshall as Brown's in the circle. She'll rock and fire. First pitch swinging by Kate Erickson. Ground ball to the pitcher Brown. She'll fire over to first base. One pitch, one out. The opening pitch seemed to have some velocity on it. See how hard Brown's
Calling a
able to
foul
throw
ball
throughout this
into-
contest.
Now batting number 9, Kate Erickson.
In the two spot,
Calling a foul ball into-
showing bunt. It's popped up in the first base.
Gotta be on the ground.
Come over to make the play. That's Greenwood.
That's two
now
pitches.
2 pitches
The perfect inning
and
is 3 pitches.
2 outs.
Now batting number 13, Jayette
Black
Whelchel.
tops and black bottoms tonight with blue accent across the chest and
Immaculate inning,
numbers.
they call it. 3 pitches, 3 outs. It never happens.
See if
She's
Kerrigan
gonna
likes
take a
to
pitch.
take a pitch here after 2 pitches and 2 outs. First pitch to her, fastball up. It's 1-0. West Marshall, yellow tops with black bottoms. Across the chest it says Trojans in black font. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Brown. It's high, and Kerrigan's ahead in the count here, 2-0. So the first 2
The wind's
hitters
barely
swing at
blowing.
the first pitch. Kerrigan takes the first 2 pitches of her at bat, and she's in a good hitter's count at 2-0. Rachel Randall playing in at third base as Kerrigan also takes this one. It is 3-0. Shortstop is Carson, Zondon Greenwood on the right side of the infield. Fisher in left, Ransom in center, and Olivia Randall out in right field. Showing bunt is Kerrigan. She pulls it back, and Brown throws the first strike of the at-bat.
He's
It's
still pretty
3-1.
blacked out.
But Kerrigan taking all the way there. She leads this Perry club with a 368 average. Here comes the 3-1. Swung at late that time out of fastball. It's out of play down the first base dugout. And it's now 3-2. So from 3-0 to 3-2, Brown's gotten back in this at-bat. Through her first 8 innings of work, she struck out 13 batters. She throws this one, and it's going to catch the bottom part of the zone. Kerrigan didn't like the
Didn't that
call.
hit the ground?
And that's the first strikeout of the game.
At the end of the
No
first
hits,
inning,
no runs, still
West
no
Marshall
score
0, Perry
here in
0.
Perry. We'll take a quick timeout and get you the second here on the Raglan Valley Radio Sports Network.
Now batting number 22,
We'll see
Lily Zahn.
Aubrey Greenwood, and Savannah Davenport. If anybody can reach, Olivia Randall. First pitch from Keneally. Chasing the ball that time was Zahn to pitch in the dirt. And Keneally doing a good job of getting ahead in accounts so far in this one. Slight wind going from right field to left field tonight as Keneally throws the 0-1 pitch. This one misses the outside corner, even stays up at 1-1.
I dropped one this half to play.
Feels
You
like
see
an
that,
awfully warm one
No.
tonight in Perry. Temperature currently 83 is what the app said. Feels like 87. Here comes the 1-1 from Keneally. Swung at, ground ball to first. She fields it cleanly, throws over the shutter at first. And
now batting number
for the
20,
first time Parks has
Aubrey
been tested
Greenwood.
tonight. She's up for the task. And she takes the ground ball and fires the shotlet. With 1 out, Aubrey Greenwood stepping in. She picked up the win last Thursday when these 2 clubs met in State Center. First pitch from Keneally, she rocks and fires over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Again, firing strikes is Keneally. You love to see it. Not known as a strikeout pitcher, so her defense is huge for her. 0-1 pitch, ground ball over to Kalley Whelchel at short. Fields it on top, throws over to first, and that is out number 2.
now batting number 17, Savannah Davenport.
Davenport coming in, batting just 200 this year is the junior. Another right-handed hitter for West Marshall. He's the designated player hitting for the pitcher. First pitch swinging, ground ball to Kurtz, throws over to first, and that's no hits, no runs. We go to the bottom
At the middle of
of the
second inning.
Still no score here on
West
the Raglan
Marshall
Valley Radio
0,
Network.
Perry 0.
Keneally, Kalley
Leading off the
Whelchel,
bottom of the
Kate
second
Shepard.
inning
If
for the
anybody
Jayettes,
can
number
reach
4,
Aaron
Tina Keneally.
As we start the firing is Brown. First pitch of the at-bat, outside for a ball at 1-0. Keneally hitting .217 so far this season. Playing in at third is Rachel Randall. She's in front of the bag. Second pitch, high for a ball, 1-1. one becomes 2-0. One of two seniors in the lineup for Perry. As Community takes this one high for a ball 3-0. 1-2-3 with the Jayettes in the first. Brown in danger of walking the leadoff batter here. As Community takes this one for ball 4. So 4 pitches, 4 balls. Perry has the
Now batting for Jayette, number 5, Kalley Whelchel.
for themselves. And
the
Kalley
Trojans
Whelchel
or
will
the
step in. The
Trojans?
sophomore's hitting 250s.
Are you sure?
She
I'm
hit
sure.
well
I
over
went to the game
300
of the
last year as a
Trojans.
freshman. Still waiting for her
And
to get warmed
Trojanets
up
makes
here.
no sense.
First
Lady
pitch
Trojans.
catches the outside corner, and Brown gets ahead on the count 0-1. With Keneally on first base after the walk. Stepping in, swinging at the 0-1 pitch, and it's going to be a base knock up the middle. That time, Whelchel just hit it right where it came from, and the Jayettes are in business here.
Now batting number 10, Kate Shuttler.
Kate Shuttler stepping in. CF coach Emma Olenzak is looking for the first baseman to lay down a sacrifice punt. Right-hander steps into the batter's box. Looking to hit, ball in the dirt. It's taken for a ball. Counts 1-0.
Would let Kate hit it and then tear him.
Shuttler hitting 235 in our first piece of varsity ball, just an 8th grader. And she's been asked to do a lot so far this season with the short roster. Second pitch of the at-bat, low and in the dirt. It is 2-0. Shuttler in a tremendous hitting count here. Already 1 walk in the inning, and then we had a single. Jayettes have their first runner in scoring position. 2-0 pitch, outside for a ball. No, late call of a strike. It's now 2-1. That's not a pitch that Shuttler could have done anything with, so she took it off. RBIs. This is a great opportunity for RBI number 5, 6. Walks in the inning. Probably just telling Brown to throw strikes. First pitch from Brown. Rocks and fires. Outside for a ball.
And he's warming up over there.
She's stretching that arm quite a bit after she releases the ball. As Brown's behind in the count 1-0, working against Nairn. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. This one bounced before it gets to the plate. Randall does a good job of keeping it in front of her and not allowing the runner on third base, Keneally, to advance. Bases loaded as Nairn's in a great hitter's count here. Infield playing, and here comes the pitch from Brown. It is taken for a strike. It's now 2-1. Right down the middle that time from Brown. Nairn elected to see the next one. Head in the count 2-1. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Just behind that one was Nairn, as it's out of play on the first base side now, 2-2. On deck is Lily Hollingsworth. She's the designated player hitting for Perks tonight. 2-2 from Brown. Nairn swings at it. Ground ball is on at first. Up her glove and it stays on the field, and everybody's able to advance. John had to reach a little bit to her left that time. It went off the glove, and everybody
But
advances.
they hit her glove first. Does that change it?
Hit her error.
We'll give her a hit.
That's a close one, but the official score in the box is going to give a hit to Nairn, so she'll get RBI number 5 of the season. And everybody's able to advance, so Perry takes some.
Now batting number 12, Lily Hollingsworth.
Something they haven't been able to say much this week. It's been a rough one. Stepping in is Lily Hollingsworth, the sophomore, the right-handed swinger, working against Brown. First pitch, hits the outside corner. Umpire gives her the call. If that's going to be a strike all night, should be a low-scoring affair. Brown ahead in the count with the 0-1, rocks and fires, swung at, and Hollingsworth is late on that one. made up her mind way too late to swing. Batting .083 so far this season. Hits have been tough to come by. 0-2 pitch taken for a strike, and Hollingsworth will go back to the dugout. That's out number 1 here in our second inning. Perry keeps the bases
Now batting number 2,
Harper Peterson stepping in. The second baseman for the Jayettes. First pitch from Brown, swung through as Peterson swings out a strike that time, but was too late. 0-1. Peterson, the 9th place hitter in the Jayette lineup. Bases remain loaded for Perry. Brown comes home. Inside for a ball. Now even things up at 1-1. At third base is Kalley Whelchel. She's trying to get a big secondary lead here. Something's in the dirt. As Peterson swings through the 1-1, it's now 1-2. Peterson wrapping up a busy freshman campaign, part of the swim team and wrestling team. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung through and 3 straight strikes there. And
now batting number 8, CF Erickson.
After the strikeout.
Screenplay.
Yeah, Jayette Erickson stepping in. 3 RBIs. That's second on the team. First pitch from Brown. Swung at and swinging through it is Erickson. The junior falls behind 0-1.
She's right on it.
She grounded out to Brown to begin this game. She's been swinging at the first pitch in both at-bats. She'll swing at this one. Over to the second baseman, Zahn. She fields it cleanly and throws over to first base.
At the end of 2 innings, West Marshall 0, Perry 1.
Correct. 1 run thanks to 2 hits. Perry leaves 3 on base. We go to the top of the third. Jayette's lead 1-0 against West Marshall here on the Rankin Valley Radio Sports Network.
Leading off top of the third inning for West Marshall, number 4, Olivia Randall.
Olivia Randall, Jilly Carson, and Rachel Randall. If anybody can reach Lillian Fisher for West Marshall, we enter the third inning with Perry up 1-0 against West Marshall. First pitch by Keneally, high for a ball. As the senior falls behind the count, 1-0. Working against the West Marshall right fielder here. Keneally rocks and fires, pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Randall enters this game hitting 200, batting in the 9th spot for the Trojans. Keneally behind, 2-0. Randall, the right-handed hitter. Olivia Randall steps in. And the pitch bounces before it gets to the plate.
Now batting number 7, Jilly Carson.
We saw Perry take advantage of a leadoff walk in the second to score the first run in the game. It's a cardinal sin. Your team gives you a lead and then you walk the leadoff batter. You got to go back to the top of the order. Carson batting .412. With an open stance, batting right-handed, she sends a fly ball out towards left field. Naring goes back in front of the track. She'll make the play for out number 1. First pitch swinging for the West Marshall shortstop.
Now batting number 1,
Gave it a little bit of a ride, but Naring got back there to make the play. Naring, one of the fastest runners for Jayette softball. Coming off a tremendous senior track campaign. Showing bunt is Rachel Randall, the left-handed hitter. She pulls it back. And trying to steal is Olivia Randall. The throw beats her, but the tag cannot come in time. As the ball was bobbled. So a successful stolen base. Keneally did get ahead in the count, 0-1. Runner on second is Olivia Randall. Rachel Randall shows bunt, gets it down the third base line, and it rolls foul. 0-2. Rachel grounded out to Keneally back in our first inning.
When you brought, when was it like 100 and something and you brought that?
It leaked everywhere, yeah.
That's Perry.
That's so
Up 1-0 here in the top of the third. Keneally ready to rock and fire. 0-2 pitch. Swung at and it gets out of
Hey,
the third base line.
That's what I played by Williams.
0-2.
Handball, that's out.
Yeah.
So Rachel Randall does a good job of staying alive. The junior left-handed hitter behind the count. She'll take this pitch outside for a ball. It's now 1-2. West Marshall coming off their tremendous basketball campaign where ground ball to Keneally, fires over to first base for out number 2. So that's back-to-back times that Rachel Randall has grounded out to the pitcher.
Now batting number 25, Lily Fisher.
Olivia Randall, as she stands on third base with 2 outs. It's paramount that Kerrigan Whelchel keeps hitting ball in the dirt in front of her, and they don't allow a wild pitch to tie this one up. Fisher, the right-handed hitter, steps in, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Good pitch, but
Good pitch, Tina.
Keneally can't get the call as she falls behind 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung at, flare out towards right field. It's gonna fall. Kate Erickson not able to get on that one as it was in no man's land. Peterson couldn't get out there fast enough, and Aiden.
Now batting number 11, Amelia Ranson.
This game is now tied after the flare drives in the first run for West Marshall, and there's a leadoff walk coming around to score. Anytime there's a leadoff walk, they score about 90% of the time. Here comes the pitch from Keneally. It is swung at, and it's driven out towards center field. And Ransom's going to clear the bases as she sends that shot over the wall in left center. And West Marshall, just like that, takes the lead off the 2-run shot. Harry enters the inning up 1-0. Back-to-back hits.
Next up for West Marshall, number 3, Riley Randall.
Riley Randall will be stepping in. Batting over 300 this year is the junior. Jayette's meeting with Keneally in the circle here, trying to calm her down. As Perry shells for the first time tonight. Try and get this last out of the inning and get back to the dugout and let the bats do their job. Swinging through the first pitch is Randall
Really
for
hit that hard.
strike
It's
1.
not parried. Must be the weather.
Keneally gets ahead, 0-1. She'll rock and fire. Fly ball out towards right field, and this one's going to get over the head of Peterson. It's out 3 straight hits. So Keneally not
Now
missing
batting
any
number
bats
22,
right now.
Lily Zahn.
Lily Zahn going to be step in. The senior second baseman batting 387 for West Marshall. She's having a strong senior season. She had 4 RBIs in the first matchup with Perry. A part of that was a home run that she hit. Playing in at third base is Perch. Cutler playing in front of the bag at first. Is on the right-handed hitter. Swinging at the first pitch, and it gets through the gap and rolls to Nary out in left field. So that one down by Perch and Kalley. That's another hit.
Now batting number 20, Aubrey Greenwood.
Aubrey Greenwood, the first baseman tonight, stepping in. She grounded out to Kalley Whelchel at shortstop back in the second inning. Keneally fires home, fly ball out towards left center. Who's going to call this one as Nary goes back and she'll make the play on the track. Looks like we were awfully close
Through the middle of the
here.
third inning,
Right
West
into
Marshall
each
3,
other.
Perry
They get the
1.
final out of the inning.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Jayettes, number 9, Cate Erickson.
Rough start to the night for Perry baseball as they trail 6-0, still in the top of the first inning against the
They
Trojans.
play tomorrow morning. And
Bear just cleared the bases with a home run over there. Extend the lead. Cate Erickson, the speedy center fielder, popped up to the first baseman, her first at bat, showing bunt, pulls it back, takes the pitch high for a ball.
he's pitching.
Heading the count.
Tomorrow.
1-0 is Cate. Kate, part of the distance medley team that qualified for state for the Jayettes during the track season. And the pitch from Brown just a little high and outside as it goes over the catcher's head and hits the back fence. Kate now ahead in the count 2-0. Kate was also part of the soccer team. First-year head coach Cesar Hernandez this past season. Very busy spring campaign. She must be enjoying just one sport taking place right now. She'll swing at the 2-0. Foul ball down the first baseline and out of play as the junior now in a great hitter's count. 2-1. Cate Erickson, sophomore center. Third baseman playing in, Rachel Randall. She bats left-handed but gloves right-handed. And Erickson takes this pitch outside for a ball. It's 3-1.
He drops his gloves
Area would definitely take a leadoff walk here. They used it to score their first run in the second inning. As Kate has a 3-1 count, Brown throws this pitch wild outside for a ball.
Now batting number 13, Jayette Whelchel.
In the bottom half of the third. Kerrigan struck out looking to end our first inning.
Did you see that Johnston girl's catch?
That's crazy.
Right-handed hitter. Kerrigan takes the first pitch, low for a ball. 1-0.
That should have been
Playing straight up. A lot of green grass in left center and right center. See if Kerrigan can split the hole there. 1-0 pitch, rocks and fires does Brown. High for a ball, it's now 2-0. So after a leadoff walk, Brown falling behind in the count here. The Kerrigan Whelchel, the right-handed hitter catcher, prepared.
Right.
To a pitch, hold a strike, now 2-1. Kerrigan looks down at her head coach, Emma Olenzak. Here comes the 2-1 pitch.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
strike. That one supposedly caught the bottom part of the zone. It's now even at 2-2. Kate Erickson standing on first base after the leadoff walk. Brown rocks and fires. Kerrigan sends a ground ball to the third baseman, Rachel Randall. She fields it cleanly, throws over to first, and that's out number 1 here in our third. Kate Erickson advances to.
Now batting number 4, Tina Keneally.
Tina Keneally looking to help out her own cause. She scored the lone Jayette run in this one, walking back in our second inning. First pitch from Brown. She rocks and fires. Swung at, fouled straight back. Great cut that time by Keneally. Starting pitcher for the Jayettes. In the batter's box right now with a runner in scoring position. Here comes the 0-1. High for a ball. It's 1-1. The defense played by both sides so far. No errors have been committed. 1-1 pitch from Brown. Swung at, fly ball going to be out of play. As Marion was checked Keneally out in front of that one. Looked like Brown went off-speed pitch that time and caught Keneally out in front. Gave it a good ride, but it was well fouled. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Aiken. And it's going to be called a strike. So
Now batting number 5, Kalley Whelchel.
Piling up. Now 4 Jayettes have been sent to the dugout, 3 of which have been full first.
2 3-run homers.
Stepping in now is Kalley Whelchel. First pitch to her, low and in the dirt, and Kate Erickson's going to advance to third base. A wild pitch now to give the Jayettes their second run of the game. So Brown falls behind the Kalley Whelchel. The first pitch bounced before it got to the catcher, Riley Randall. Kalley singled up the middle back in the second inning. Let's see if she can do something like that again. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, high and outside for a ball. It's out 2-0.
Come on, Kalley.
One
first one.
idea if you're West Marshall. Walk Calley here with Kate Shuttler on deck. Calley ahead 2-0. Swinging at this one, since the fly ball out towards right field. And this one's going to get over the head of Olivia Randall. And standing up at second base, she's going to throw it in. She thought about going to third. Probably could have been a triple if she kept running there as long as not able to make the play.
Now batting number 10, Kate Shuttler.
There you go.
Of the ninth. So Kalley Whelchel 2 for 2 with a single and now a double, and Kate Shuttler will step in with a chance to tie this one up. See what kind of leash Jason Randall wants to give his 8th grade pitcher. First pitch. Catches the bottom part of the zone. It's 0-1. Strickland went a little bit all over the place early in this game. Runner standing on second base is Kalley Whelchel. Kate Shuttler takes the 0-1 over the heart of the plate, 0-2. Good pitch to hit there. Got to take the bat off the shoulders. 0-2. Got to choke up with Shuttler, the right-handed hitting first baseman. Fouled this one straight back. Good swing that time. As she stays alive. Base hit here to tie this game up.
Is it still 6-0?
On deck is Karen
It's the end of the
there.
first already.
Shuttler walked in her first at bat. She's behind the 8 ball here, 0-2. Pitch called low.
Wait, you scored
Now
another run?
1-2.
Callie's double.
Who scored?
Kate. She stole third.
Inside the circle.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
in at Riley Randall. Fires this one.
Good pass.
Yeah! We're going to send in Calley. Play at the plate. It's a good throw. And now on the run down is Whelchel. And they're going to run her back to third
That's all right.
base.
You gotta
and
send her.
tag her out.
That did a good throw.
So a base hit there by Shuttler, but they're not
At
able
the
to
end of
drive
3
in
innings,
Calley.
West Marshall 3, Perry
She's
2.
gunned out trying to go home. So after one hit in the inning, Perry scores 1. We go to the 4th. Perry trails 3-2 here on the
good
Rocky
sign
Valley
right there.
Radio Sports Network.
Now batting number 17, Savannah Davenport.
Let's go to the top of the 4th inning. Jayettes trail 3-2. Stepping in, Savannah Davenport, a junior hitting 200. We'll also see Olivia Randall and Jilly Carson in this inning. Keneally fires this one outside for a ball. It's now 1-1. Davenport, the designated player, hitting for the pitcher tonight. Here comes the pitch, grounded right back to Keneally off her glove. She fields it, fires over to first base. That's a stick. That was a close one over there. And Keneally able to field her position there to make the play. Out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Olivia Randall.
1-3 on the play. Keneally doing a good job of defending her position in this one. 1 out. 9th place hitter steps.
Yeah! Good job, Addie!
She gets down on one knee and makes the play. So
Now batting number 7, Jilly Carson.
Jayettes. They're 1 out away from getting back in the batter's box. Stepping in, back at the top of the order is Carson. The senior shortstop takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. So Keneally falls behind. Carson started this game off with a single. Here comes the 1-0 pitch.
Oh,
Ooh, umpire calls that one just outside. That's a good pitch by
that
Keneally.
looked like a
She
strike.
keeps hitting that spot. Might start getting that call. So 2-0 to the speedy Carson. And 3-0, time for a ball. Last person in this lineup you want to walk. As the senior comes in tonight's game hitting
Barely.
4-12.
Yeah.
The pitch over the heart of the plate, called the strike. It's 3-1. Still in a good hitters count here is Carson, so Camille needs to be careful here. Grade 1, she rocks and fires.
Oh, my!
No,
Bring it up.
not sure what that pitch was.
Now batting number 1, Rachel Randall.
Good one.
This is a
Gonna
grand
go off
slam.
with 2 outs. And Rachel Randall will step in. A left-handed swinger. Swings at the first one, grounded right to Camille. She fields her position and fires to first base. And that's going to do it here at the top of the 4th. Perry trails 3-2 after no hits, no runs. 1 runner left on base.
What's the score?
It's 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here on the Raccoon Valley Radio Sports Network. As
Now
Perry
batting
trails
number
3-2.
1, Taryn Nearing.
And we have Taryn Nearing, Lily Hollingsworth, and Harper Peterson come into the batter's box. If anyone can reach Aiden Erickson. First pitch taken for a ball by Nearing. So the senior gets ahead in the count. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, swung through by Nearing. It evens things up at 1-1. Nearing single and drove in the first run of the game for the Jayettes in our second inning. She takes the 1-1 outside for a ball. It's now 2-1. Pitch from Brown, she'll rock and fire. It's going to be low, and Nearing now ahead in the count, 3-1. Nearing entered tonight's game hitting .261. Great defensive outfielder for Perry. Having a strong senior season. She'll take the 3-1 pitch down the middle. It's now 3-2. Nearing has seen 5 pitches in this at-bat. Still hasn't taken the bat off the shoulders. With no outs, here comes the 3-2 pitch. It's outside for a ball, and that's a leadoff walk for Perry as they look to find the equalizer here in the 4th inning.
Now batting number 12, Lily Hollingsworth.
Lily Hollingsworth, the sophomore, that's the designated
Lily.
player stepping in. She struck out looking in her first at-bat. The bases were loaded.
Oh my
with
gosh!
that at-bat.
Come on!
First pitch, strike.
That's worse than what Tina did.
0-1. That one caught the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung at a little bit tardy that time was Hollingsworth. As the sophomore is now behind in the count, 0-2. Got a choke up here. Just put the ball in play and force the defense to make a play. So far, the defense has been up to it, though. 0-2 pitch inside. Call the ball. It's now 1-2.
That's what they do for the MLB, where they have umpire like shows where they call where their actual zone is. I'm gonna see this
Here
guy.
comes the 1-2 pitch, swung through by Hollingsworth, and she'll go back to the dugout after striking out. Harper Peterson gonna be stepping in, Perry's second baseman.
Now batting number 2, Harper Peterson.
Batting in the 9th spot is the freshman. With 1 out, we got a runner on first, showing up is Peterson, and it's going to hit her while she's still in the batter's box, and that's going to be strike 1. Rachel Randall, the third baseman, is playing in and was looking for the bunt. First baseman Greenwood also playing in front of her back. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one bounces before it gets to the plate, and it's going to work like a sacrifice bunt as Taryn Nearing's able to take second base, and now a runner in scoring position with just 1 out. Peterson, a base hit here, could give the Jayettes the time. 1-1 pitch from Brown showing bunt. It's going to be
nice.
Perfectly, fielding it cleanly as Brown should throw over to first base, and the sacrifice works as clean. But there are 2 outs now with Aiden Erickson.
Now batting number 8, Aiden Erickson.
2 groundouts in the game for the Perry right fielder. First pitch from Brown. She rocks and fires. Aiden may have chased the pitch high that time. And it's 0-1. Up by the chest of Erickson that time. She thought it was a good one to swing at. This ball gets by the catcher. It is 3-3, so a leadoff walk A wild pitch, a sacrifice, and another wild pitch leads to the third Perry run in this game. And the count evens up to Aiden, 1-1. She swings at another pitch coming. It's 1-2.
Honestly,
Perry
if I
leadoff
could be
hitter
okay
behind
with
the
that
count
out
here,
here, because then
1-2
the
with
next inning
2
we
outs
have
in the
our
fourth.
top of the order.
Here comes the
pretty
pitch from Brown, right down the middle, and Erickson takes it, and she'll strike
At the
out
end of 4
in
innings.
our fourth inning.
West Marshall 3,
No
Perry 3.
kids.
Now batting number 25, Lily Fisher.
Brand new ball game as we enter the 5th inning. Harry just tied that one up in the bottom of the 4th. It is 3-3. Stepping in, Fisher, Ransom, and Randall. First pitch swinging is Fisher. This one's going to be out of play down the third base line as Keneally gets ahead in the count 0-1. Fisher singled back in the 3rd inning. And she's swinging away 0-1, fouls it straight back, it's 0-2.
Strike 3.
It was one of the 3 runs that came across the score in that 3rd
I'm
inning.
guessing this goal isn't strike out.
Probably not.
Senior entered tonight's game, batting .378. She's 2 for 2, so she's already raised that.
Oh,
and she might
that
have
might be
another
out.
one here. Fly ball out towards right center. This
Can't
one
throw that
bounces
pitch
and
on
gets to the
0-2.
wall, and that's a leadoff double.
She was put
for
her leg
Fisher.
sliding.
2 singles and now a double.
Now batting number 11, Amelia Ransom.
Coming in is Ransom, who hit the 2-run home run last inning. Appears to be no wind now. Not much. Flags aren't moving too much. As the right-handed hitter, Ransom steps in. First pitch swinging, fly ball down the left field line. This one's going to be deep and out of play
Put
for
it
a
first.
foul ball.
Nobody there, he wouldn't ever force every base. I'm telling you, it was
Obviously, you need to be careful
calling home
of
run.
Ransom, who's already got 1 home run hit in this game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be just high. Going to get Ransom to chase that one. 1-1. Keneally ready to rock and fire. Throws this one outside for a ball. Kerrigan had to jump out of her stance that time to make sure that one didn't get by her. Don't want to allow Fisher to take 3rd base here. Keneally rocks and fires. This one over the
Yeah.
That was a good pitch.
2-2.
I think he told him to
Could have
right
been a
down the
good
middle.
hit for
That's
Ransom to
where
do
that
some damage. Instead, she takes that one. And coming home is Keneally. Swung back, good rip.
That last one was literally
Ransom
right down there.
as the count remains 2-2.
I went through it.
West Marshall out hitting Perry 7-4 so far. As Keneally comes home with the pitch, it's going to be time for a ball now 3-2.
We're still on throw strike.
On deck is Riley Randall. The junior came into tonight hitting .300. She's 1 for 2 tonight. And Keneally comes home.
Oh boy.
Swung out, popped up, straight back.
I don't know who that is. Banana ball, you're out.
So it's 3-2 count once again. We'll keep it right here.
Perry fans are 2 for 2.
Doing a great job of battling here is Ransom. Wait for Keneally to make a mistake. Here comes the pitch. This one bounces before it gets to the plate. And that's going to be a walk, so not runners on 1st and 2nd.
Zahn.
Riley Randall.
Riley
Now
Randall
batting
coming
number 3,
in.
Riley Randall.
The backstop for West Marshall. Right-handed hitter. 1 for 2 in this game. First pitch from Keneally showing bunt. He dettens it perfectly. Keneally fields
Got
in
her.
position, throws over to first.
Good
And
play.
will just hit it. So the sacrifice works as planned. Keneally doesn't have a single strikeout in this game, but if she could get one right here, it'd be huge. With 1 out and runners on 2nd and 3rd, as West Marshall is looking to take the lead right
Lily's
back.
on.
Now batting number 22, Lily Zahn.
A very dangerous Zahn coming in. She's 1 for 2 in this game. First pitch swinging, fly ball out towards left center. Naring's calling for it.
Throw.
Makes the play, throws home.
Ah.
Throw's going to be too high and off the line, and it's going to be a
Way too
sacrifice
high.
fly and an RBI.
Sorry. Yeah,
a
see, let's
better
get this
throw,
one.
and they would have had a chance. But the throw was too high and up the line, and they never had a
Now batting
chance
number
to
20,
get
Aubrey
Fisher
Greenwood.
that time. So the leadoff double comes around to score. And West Marshall takes the 4-3 lead. Emma coming out talking with one of the umpires here. She's trying to see if the runner left too soon that time. So Keneally gets the second out with the fly out, but she does give up the run. And West Marshall's back on top 4-3. Stepping in, Aubrey Greenwood. First pitch to her, swung through and missed as Keneally gets ahead in the count 0-1. Greenwood, just a sophomore, playing first base tonight. She got the start against Perry last Thursday. Here comes the 0-1. She swings through this one too. It's now 0-2. Trying to prevent a crooked number. If Keneally can get out of things here with the runner on third base, Ransom. Low, call the ball.
Oh, well.
Good pitcher's pitch, though. You're not going to get hurt too often by throwing it down there. And every once in a while, maybe the umpire will give you the call or the hitter will chase it. Here comes the 1-2 from Keneally. This one bounces before it gets to the plate. Kerrigan drops down on both knees.
He does not have to stand on the
Stop
bag
that
too
time.
tight.
Stopping what
What?
could have been
I
another
didn't stand on the bag.
run
We're
for the
flipping the bag. You don't
Trojans.
need to be on the bag.
Count moves to 2-2 here in the fifth. Rocking and firing is Keneally. This pitch too low. It's now 3-2. Savannah Davenport is on deck. The designated player for West Marshall. See if Keneally can finish off Greenwood right here. Popped up, straight back, and this one is going to be out of the reach of Kerrigan. And we'll keep it 3-2. As Greenwood is battling here. Runner on third base is Ransom. She walked in this inning.
Yeah!
Strikeout of the game, and she limits the damage. So after one hit, one runner left on base,
At the
West
middle of the
Marshall
fifth
scores
inning,
one.
West
It's
Marshall
4-3.
4,
West
3.
Marshall, Cate Erickson.
Now batting number 9, Kate Erickson.
I think Kate should be number 8. She
was in middle school.
But she plays center field, which is 8. And then
She was in
sister
middle
is
school
9.
because I would
And
announce
he's
it.
from
First
9.
time at showing bunt. She'll take the first
Oh,
pitch for a
that's
strike
right.
on the outside corner. As the sophomore falls behind in the count. 0-1.
Is that
Sydney.
Brown out there entering the fifth inning. Showing bunt. Erickson swings
Nice.
it.
Yeah!
double?
Erickson's going to try and stretch it out, and she gets into second base. Leadoff double for the Jayettes, and they might be able to find the tying run. They can drive her in.
Now batting number 13, Kerrigan Whelchel.
Kerrigan Whelchel 0 for 2 in this game. Be a great time for her first hit in this one. The junior steps in. Here comes the first pitch from Brown. It's inside for a ball, 1-0. Big secondary lead that time for Cate Erickson. Looking for that ball to get in the dirt and try and grab third base. Brown stares in to Randall. She'll fire the pitch. Swung at this one.
Yes.
Oh, got a bad jump.
And they are going to send Cate in, and she.
Oh, yeah! She kept going. She held up the stop sign.
Emma held her up there, and Cate Erickson was fast enough to get in there.
They're not catching. She trucked her.
And this one is tied. So the stop sign.
Now batting number 4, Tina Keneally.
And we have an RBI single for Kerrigan. Brand new ball game, 4-4. This one's looking a lot different than the matchup last Thursday, where West Marshall had already won this game, 10-0. Here comes the first pitch. This one bounces as Tina Keneally steps in, and the seniors ahead in the count 1-0. Playing in at third base is Rachel Randall. In at first base is Greenwood. And they're going to come out and talk with the 8th grade pitcher. Mentioned she had only thrown 8 1/3 innings coming into tonight while pitching in 5 games. see after that chat that Coach Olensack is looking for a sacrifice punt. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung through. Pitch high that time, and Keely thought she could do something with it, and she swung through it. I'll leave things up at 1-1. Kerrigan standing on first base after the RBI single. Pitch going to be inside for a ball. It's now 2-1. Still playing in at third base is Randall. Still expecting the bunt here. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one's going to be just high. It's 3-1. I'd love to see Keneally get in front of one and just send a line drive right to the third baseman. Look how far in she's playing. Here comes the 3-1. This one bounces as this one came out of the hand funky, and it's going to be a walk. And the Jayettes
Now batting number 5, Kalley Whelchel.
Good time for your first time around, Kalley. Great.
So the first 3
She hit one last
runners
year.
in this inning
This year.
have reached.
They're gonna switch, I think.
It was a double by Cate Erickson to start the inning, an RBI single by Kerrigan, and Tina Keneally just walked. And stepping in will be Kalley Whelchel. She hit a double in the third, drove in a run. She's also singled in this one, and we might have a pitching change with 2 runners on. As we have our second mound visit in the inning. Let's take a quick timeout and we'll let you know who the new pitcher is. Runners on first and second in a tied ball game. It's 4-4 here on the Raccoon Valley Radio Sports Network.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and we have a new pitcher, Aubrey
Now pitching
Greenwood.
for West Marshall, number
She
20,
pitched
Aubrey
4
Greenwood.
innings against Perry last Thursday. Gave up just 2 hits in that one
Did you
and
announce
struck out
Kalley?
5 batters. As they go to their 8th with 2 runners on base. Kalley Whelchel steps in. Here comes the pitch from Greenwood. And it's going to be called low for a ball. So Cate Erickson doubled and scored a run in this inning. Kerrigan standing on first base right now after a single. And a walk at first base is Tina Keneally. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It is taken for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. So the count is 1-1 to the sophomore shortstop for Perry. Greenwood fires this one in, swinging through it is Kalley, and she's now behind in the count 1-2.
You just missed that.
Greenwood has pitched 44 and 2/3 innings, striking out 51 hitters. She's close to another strikeout with 2 on Kalley. Swinging at this one and just getting a piece of it and fouling it straight back. Count remains 1-2. Base hit here could give the Jayettes the lead. They haven't led since the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-0. Greenwood, the right-handed pitcher, fires home. Ground ball towards Greenwood. She fields it cleanly, throws over to
Yeah,
first.
safe.
Yeah!
So Greenwood just kind of lollipopped it over there. And Kalley was able to run it out, and Perry's got the bases loaded.
Now batting number 10, Kate Shuttler.
Kate Shuttler stepping in. She had one
Short
of the
little
2
hit
hits
there.
last Thursday against Greenwood. And don't look
Come on,
now,
Kate.
this game's tied up at 4, but Perry's also matched West Marshall in the hits column at 7. Shuttler steps in, takes the first pitch low for a ball.
Be quick and put it in place.
1-0. Pitch would really have to get away from Riley Randall, the backstop, to bring in Kerrigan here.
Yeah, really.
Not the fastest runner.
Right down the middle.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch, taken right down the middle. It's 1-1 as the count evens up. Greenwood 6-2 on the season. But a large part for the West Marshall success. 1-1 pitch swung at by Shuttler, and she can't catch up to that one. It's now 1-2. Bases are loaded for Perry. Former infielders playing
No
in.
outs.
She's got to put it in play.
No triple plays.
No, she's got to put it in play.
Still no outs in the inning. 1-2 pitch to Shuttler.
Boom.
Swung through, and she has to go back to the dugout as she strikes out swinging.
Now batting number 1, Taryn Nearing.
Taryn Nearing stepping back in. She walked and scored a run in our 4th inning. She also has a single and an RBI in the 2nd. 1 out. Just put the ball in play here and use your speed. First pitch. Swung at just late that time was Nearing as it's fouled straight back. But a good cut. Healthy swing that time.
Don't need to change it.
Center fielder playing straight up, fairly deep. No wind here in Perry. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung through that time by Mary, and it's now 0-2. Lily Hollingsworth is on deck. She's 0 for 2 in this game. Need the bottom of the order to come up with a big hit here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Nary. She swings that, pops it up, and this one's going to go out of play down the first base line, and the count remains 0-2. Again, if you're Nary, you just got to battle here. Spoil the pitcher's pitches and wait for a mistake. Greenwood fires home. This one's low. Good take by Nary. It's 1-2. Bases loaded. Kerrigan standing on 3rd. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up, out towards right field where Olivia Randall is. She makes the catch. They're going to send in Kerrigan. It's a great throw, and she is gunned out. That's the 2nd runner that's been thrown out, trying to go home for Perry. And that's going to do it for our 5th inning with the double play.
Yep.
After 3 hits, Perry scores 1.
At the end of 5 innings, West Marshall 4, Perry 4.
As we go to the 6th here on the Racking Valley Radio Sports Network.
Now batting number 17, Savannah Davenport.
Savannah Davenport, she walked back in the
Foul.
check that she grounded out to the pitcher back in the 4th inning.
Bottom of the order, let's get 2 outs.
She's also grounded out towards the 3rd baseman in this one. First pitch swinging, ground ball down the 3rd baseline and foul. As Camila gets ahead in the count and she works in her 6th inning here. 0-1 high for a ball, evens things up at 1-1. Facing the bottom of the order, Davenport, Olivia Randall, and then the top will come up. Swinging at this one, fly ball out towards Cate Erickson. She gets out of length and makes the play as she ranges to her left that time. Big out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Olivia Randall.
Randall step in. She walked and scored a run in the 3rd inning. That was the big inning for the Trojans. They scored 3 in that one. First pitch swinging is Randall, fly ball down the left field line. This one's going to be just foul. Mary did a good job of trying to run over that one, but she was just late getting there. Luckily it was foul. And it's just strike 1. 1 out as we play in the top of the 6th inning. 4-4. As Mary rocks and fires. This pitch high for a Mary. Now leaving things up back 1-1 for Olivia Randall. 0 for 1 in this one. Getting her 3rd at bat is the 9th place hitter. She takes the pitch outside for a ball. And now in a great hitter's count is the right fielder for West Marshall that just gunned down Kate Whelchel at the plate. 2-1 pitch, swinging, ground ball to Perch. She keeps it in front of herself. She throws over to first, and it's too late, and it's a bad throw. And Olivia Randall is going to end up on 2nd base. So she couldn't field the ball cleanly that time to Perch. And then she made things worse by throwing a bad throw.
Throwing error.
Now batting number 7, Julie Carson.
That's the first error of the game by either side. Both teams have been playing tremendous defense up to that point. Julie Carson stepping in. Swinging at the first one, and she sends it out towards right center field. Aiden comes over, and so does Cate.
2-2-2.
Makes the play.
Yeah! Let's go, Cate!
I thought they were going to hit each other.
Oh my gosh.
back to second, and that will
Wow.
end the inning, so the error will not hurt the
Middle of the
Jayettes this
sixth
time.
inning.
And we go to the bottom
West
of the
Marshall
sixth
4,
inning,
Perry
tied
4.
at 4 here on the Raccoon Valley
I
Radio
thought for
Sports
sure they
Network.
were going to hit.
Oh my gosh. What a play.
Right field.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for the Jayettes, number 12, Lily Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth, Peterson, and Aiden Erickson coming up for the Jayettes. If anybody can reach Kate. First pitch from Greenwood, working against the bottom
Look
of
at
the
that.
order. Ground
Yes.
ball up the middle, and Hollingsworth
that.
has just their second hit of the season. And it's a great
We needed that versus loader.
Yeah.
As a leadoff single for the Jayettes, we have the
Now batting number
business with
2.
Peterson stepping in.
Harper Peterson.
So Peterson struck out in her first at-bat and laid down a sacrifice bunt last time. She shows bunt here, takes it for a ball. No, it's a late called strike as Peterson falls behind 0-1. So Hollingsworth standing on first base after the leadoff single up the middle. Third baseman playing extremely in. Peterson showing bunt.
Nice.
The catcher comes out of her stance. And Riley Randall fires the first
Nice
base
sack.
and the sacrifice works as clean. 2-3 on the,
Now batting number 8, Aiden Erickson.
and we'll see the top of the order come up for the Jayettes. It's Aiden Erickson still looking for her first hit in this one. As the junior
That's her
is
second
0
sack
for
bunt of the
3.
night.
That's pretty good.
Hollingsworth standing on second. First pitch from Greenwood.
Oh,
Swung
hit
at,
the foot
and
in.
it's fouled
She pulls her right
straight
foot
back
and left foot out.
As Aiden
There's
falls
a girl in
behind
the middle school
0-1.
team that did that. Like, it was right down the middle, and then she would, like, almost fully step
Aiden
out of the
entered
box, and,
tonight
like,
with
the end of her
3
bat was a full
RBIs
foot
and
away from
batting
the ball.
185.
That's what happens. Just take your
To
butt out.
stay in.
Here comes
Stay in.
the 0-1 pitch. Greenwood actually taking her time, trying to get the call. And now she'll fire this one in. Swinging through a high one was Aiden, and the juniors behind now 0-2. Count is 0-2 with one out here in the sixth inning. Runner on second base for Perry. Base hit could give them the lead. Greenwood fires from second through the pitch is Aiden, and she'll go back to the dugout.
Now batting number 9, Kate
Erickson
Erickson.
will step in. She had a double in our fifth inning.
Come on, Kate.
Would love for her to trade places with Hollingsworth at second base right now. Sent this one out towards right center. That was against Brown. What can she do against Greenwood here? She was over against Greenwood last Thursday. Showing bunt, pulling it back, taking a strike is Kate with 2 outs. Runner on second base is Hollingsworth. Leadoff single for her. Then she was sacrificed to second by Peterson. Then an Aiden Erickson strikeout. That's where we stand here in our sixth inning. Both teams have 8 hits tonight. Perry has the only error. Playing in at third base is Rachel Randall. Greenwood will rock and fire. Pitch high for a ball. Evens things up at 1-1. On deck is Kerrigan Whelchel. She had a
Probably
single
roll
and
up, so he's
RBI
gonna say
her
it. We
last
won't talk
at
about
bat.
that.
Kate showing bunt with the 1-1 count. Pulls it back.
He goes-
And she'll
he
take
goes
the
to
pitch for a
Congress.
strike. It is 1-2.
What?
He gives the final goes.
1 for 2 in this game is Kate Erickson. Greenwood looking to finish strong in this inning and collect another strikeout. Kate showing bunt, gets it down, right to Greenwood.
Safe!
Still
Yeah!
down.
Yeah! Let's go, Kate!
17-6.
And if she would have fouled that thing off, she would have struck out. But instead, she dettens it perfect.
Now batting number 13, Kerrigan Whelchel.
And I don't know if there's anybody else you want in the batter's box for Perry. Kerrigan Whelchel. The junior's hitting 368.
Come on, Kerrigan.
Runners on the corners. Hollingsworth on third.
Send
Kate
Kate.
Erickson on first. First pitch to Kerrigan. Swung at. Fly ball out towards right field. Olivia Randall trying to run this one down, but it's going to bounce and foul territory as Kerrigan falls behind 0-1.
A run could be a win.
17-6 in the top of the third inning for the Blue Jays tonight as West Marshall, their offense is putting on a clinic. Here comes the 0-1 to Kerrigan. She swings at it, fouled straight back. As the Perry catcher now behind in the count 0-2.
Put in play. Put you everything outside.
Trying
Get out of your head,
to defense here. Don't strike out here. Kerrigan did have one of the 2 hits against Greenwood last Thursday. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside. Cate Erickson's going to steal second base.
2 runs if we can get a hit. Here you go, Kerrigan.
So it's now 1-2. And a base hit now could drive in 2. Here in the 6th inning, we are tied at 4. Coming home with this one. Kerrigan takes it high for a ball, 2-2. Tina Keneally standing on deck.
Now the one's going. Feels good.
If Kerrigan can reach, we'll see Keneally in this inning.
Tina.
Runners on second and third. Greenwood comes home.
There we go.
Fastball high.
Come on.
And what a great at-bat here for Kerrigan.
Anxiety killing me right
As
now.
it's now a full count from 0-2 to 3-2.
Let's get a pipeline.
Rachel Randall playing even with the bag at third.
Full time step out.
Greenwood taking her time
Yeah.
to grab a late time call by Kerrigan. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, maybe the most important pitch of the game. That's going to be up late and goes long. Loads things up for the Jayettes.
Come on, Tina.
Now batting number 4, Tina Keneally.
Now stepping in will be Tina Keneally, and if there was ever a chance to help yourself out as a pitcher, now's the time.
Just put it in play. Let them make a play.
Keneally has walked twice in this one. She's also struck out. Greenwood fires home with the first pitch. Half swing. Yes, she
Outside
went.
and up, huh?
As Keneally falls behind 0-1. Not the best of swings to begin this one. 2 outs in the inning. Force the defense to make a play, put the ball in play. Here comes the 0-1. This one's high and jumping out of the stance is Riley Randall to keep this one in front of her. Leaving things up at 1-1. Very different game than the first time
Putting the pinch on it right now.
met. But West Marshall ran away with it 10-0. Bases loaded for Tina Keneally, trying to help herself out. Here comes the 1-1.
Ooh!
Yeah, it's going to be late on this one. Terrible.
Oh my.
Foul.
That's,
Down the right
that
field
scores
line.
2 for sure, maybe.
Now
2 for sure.
Keneally just late that time. Good swing. Center rocket down the line. So Greenwood 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Here comes the pitch. Swung here by Keneally, and she'll strike her out.
At the end of the 6th inning, West Marshall 4, Perry 4.
2 hits. Tied at 4.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning, number 1, Rachel Randall.
Let's go, Tina.
Rachel Randall, the second place hitter in the lineup for West Marshall. First pitch swinging, ground ball gets through the hole on the right side of the infield. That's going to be a leadoff hit for West Marshall. Lillian Fisher and Amelia Ransom will come to the batter's box. If they can all get through without a double play, we'll see.
Now batting number 25, Lily Fisher.
Fisher stepping in. She's 3 for 3 in this game. First pitch bounces to Kerrigan. Does a great job of loving this one and keeping it in front of her. Be a good time to retire Fisher as Keneally has not been able to do so yet. Good game for Keneally so far. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. This one's high and outside. It's now 2-1. Rachel Randall getting a big lead off over at first base. Counts 2-0 to Fisher. Keneally comes home. Fly ball out towards left field, and this one's going to be just foul. Good thing it was foul, as Naring's playing super deep out there. And she wasn't going to be able to run that one down. Counts now 2-1. Fisher singled in the first inning, singled in the third inning, doubled in the fifth. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung at, she's early on this one. And it's going to be foul out of play down the third base line.
Martina.
We play here in the 7th inning. And Keneally has only been able to strike out one batter. Done a good job of scattering these 9 hits to only give up 4 runs. Fisher swinging at the 2-2, fouls it back, and she stays alive. Rachel Randall had a leadoff single in between Peterson and Shuttler on the right side of the infield. For the leadoff hit. Here comes the 2-2.
Oh boy.
Fisher sends this one out towards left field, and it's going to be a fair ball as it just barely stayed in. And they're going to send the runner in from first base, and Randall comes around to score, and West Marshall takes the lead. So a back and forth game that sees West Marshall
Now batting number 11, Julia Ransom.
here in the top of the 7th, thanks to the second double of the game by Fisher. She's 4 for 4 in this one. And we might have a runner. Are we just trying to get the ball ninth in here, or some sort of? Yep, we're gonna have a pinch runner for Fisher.
31.
Running for West Marshall, number 31, Alana Frederick.
Elena Frederick, an 8th grader, going to come out and be the pinch runner here.
It's the one that hit the home
So
run.
get
number
some
11.
better speed
No,
on the
I
base
disagree.
pass. So Keneally working with a runner on second. Trying to limit the damage here. Your offense has been able to score so far tonight. Still give them a chance in the bottom part of the inning. Branson hit a home run back in the 3rd inning. It was a 2-run shot. The first pitch from Keneally. High for a ball. It's 1-0. The average is not impressive for Branson on the season. She came in hitting just 194. Here comes the second pitch. Inside for a ball. 2-0. Could be the old intentional, unintentional walk here. Don't give her a good pitch to hit, but if she wants to chase the ball, let her. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Keneally. It's going to be grounded foul down the third base line, 2-1.
Who has a baton? Really talented at this ball.
So Ranson gets back in the box. The senior swing at this one. Line drive. It gets by Kurtz out to Nary. They're going to send the runner in from second base as Frederick's going to score. And standing up at second base will be Ranson as she has her second extra base hit in this game. It's
Now batting number 3,
6-4.
Riley Randall.
And Riley Randall will step in. She had a sacrifice bunt back in the 5th inning. Still no outs in this inning. A single and 2 doubles have given West Marshall the lead.
They get out here.
Riley singled in the 3rd inning, the right-handed hitter. First pitch to her, bounces, and it gets by Kerrigan. And advancing on the play is Ranson. So another wild pitch could lead to a run here. Catcher in the batter's box for West Marshall. Swinging at this one. Sends out to Cate Erickson in center field. She'll make the grab. She'll fire home. It's a good one, but it's just a tad too late. And coming in to score is Ranson. And that's the 3rd run of this inning. And the sacrifice fly is an RBI for Riley Randall.
Now batting number 22, Lily Zahn.
Lily Zond will step in. She's 1 for 2 in this game with an RBI. She had a sac fly out to Taryn Naring in her last at bat. Perry gets the first out here defensively. Still got to get 2 more before they can get back in the batter's box. Here comes the first pitch. Swung at ball. Popped up on the infield. And it's going to bounce foul. Perks couldn't get there. Keneally couldn't get there. Taylor could have carried it. So moving ahead in the count here is Keneally 0-1. Playing in front of the bag is Perks. Possibly think there could be a bunt here. Zahn swinging at this one. It's a good cut. It's now 0-2. One out in the top of the 7th. Wes Marshall, top of the order, doing their job. Rachel Randall singled, Lillian Fisher doubled, and then Ransom double has given them the lead by 3. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Keneally. Johnson, the fly ball out towards left field. Trying to make the play as Naring. It gets over her head all the way to the wall, and Zahn's going to stand up on second base with the double. So
Now batting number 20, Aubrey
not
Greenwood.
missing too many bats right now as they're getting some good swings on her. The 4th time through the order. You know, the more you see a pitcher, the more you get comfortable with them. Now 12 hits as Keneally rocks and fires. This one's going to catch the outside corner as Greenwood, who's 0 for 3, is in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. 1-1. Greenwood struck out in the 5th inning. She's got a 1-1 count here. She's going to ground this one down the line, but foul on the third base side as the sophomore pitcher behind the count 1-2.
This was good.
She's grounded out to the shortstop. Kalley Whelchel, her first at bat. She's also flown out to left field. That's Naring. Here comes the 1-2. And this one's going to be just outside 2-2. As Keneally didn't get the call that time. One out in the inning. Runner standing on second base is Zahn. Swinging at this one. Ground ball to Perks. Perks looks at second base. She throws over to first, and it's up the line. And coming in to score will be Zahn. Second error of the night by the Jayettes.
Who's that? 17.
Really starting.
Now batting number 17, Savannah Davenport.
12 with courtesy run.
So they're going to have a courtesy runner here. Hattie McCollum, the 8th grader, going to come in and run for the pitcher, Greenwood.
Running for the Trojans,
What number?
12.
number 12, Hattie McCullum.
Davenport going to step in. She's 0 for in this game, 0 for 3. Keneally back in the circle, showing bunt is Davenport. She tries to get this one down. It's a very difficult pitch to bunt as it was up pretty high, and she fouls this one off. Count is 0-1. So McCollum, the courtesy runner, after the error by Perks, set up her on first base. Swinging at this one. This pitch was high and up by her eyes, and this is going to be a single as it gets through the hole between Perks and Kalley.
Now batting number 4, Olivia Randall.
This inning just can't end quite yet. Olivia Randall stepping in. She walked and scored a run in the 3rd. She also reached on an error back in the 6th inning. Swinging at the first one, grounded towards the shortstop. Kalley fields it, throws over.
No!
What?
No!
There's no way. So that was very interesting as Perks was standing on third base. Kalley threw it to her. And it should have been a force out right there. The umpires are getting together. And they're now going to call her out. So delayed ball, they get the right call. And it was a good defensive play because Kalley didn't have enough time to throw that one over to first base as she was going
Now batting number
towards the ball.
7, Jilly Karstrom.
So a rare 6-5 put out there. And we're back to the top of the order. Jilly Karstrom, as every West Marshall hitter, has come to the batter's box in this inning. First pitch swinging, fouled back, 0-1. Karstrom, 1 for 3 in this game. She's also walked. Here comes the 0-1 from Keneally, swung at, grounded to Kalley. Kalley makes the play, throws over to first base, and that will end the inning. It was a big top of the 7th. That saw West Marshall
Middle of the 7th inning, West Marshall 8, Perry 4.
Thanks to
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Jayettes, number 5,
Kalley Whelchel,
Kalley
Kate Shuttler,
Whelchel.
and Taryn Nary come to the batter's box. Hopefully, we see more than just those 3. Greenwood looking to pick out the win in this one as she came in relief. First pitch to Kalley, low, 1-0. Kalley 3 for 3 in this game. 2 singles and a double. Here comes the 1-0 pitch.
Out. Oh,
Oh no! Umpire calls it a strike. That one looked to be in the left-handed batter's
Way
box.
out.
Now he decides he wants to get out of here. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Greenwood. Swung at and fouled straight back. It's 1-2. Our next radio broadcast will be coming up on Monday.
Kalley went,
We'll travel with the Blue Jays to Principal Park in Des Moines as they take on Greene County at 3 o'clock. 1-2 pitch.
that's
swung
right.
at,
Yeah.
Out towards right field, and it's going to get by the outfielder Randall. Olivia Randall wasn't able to chase that one down, and we have a leadoff double for Kalley.
Now batting number 10, Kate Shuttler.
So Kalley goes 4 for 4 in this one, 2 doubles and 2 singles. And stepping in will be Kate Shuttler. She struck out. She was the first hitter that had to face Greenwood in this game back in the 5th. First pitch to the 8th grader, taken for a strike.
That's low.
Pitch appeared to be below the knees of Shuttler that time. The umpire is seeing to open up the strike zone, outside and low in this 7th inning.
That was the same spot as the last.
That was might have been out.
Oh,
that
one
one might have
pitch
been
taken
closer.
for a ball off the plate, 1-1. Ransom playing straight up the middle in center field. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Shuttler. She'll take it. And it's going to be called a strike. And it's now 1-2. Perry down 4 runs. They got some work to do. Still no outs here with Kalley Whelchel standing on second base here in our 7th inning. Shuttler behind in the count 1-2. Swings through this one and she'll strike out. Greenwood
Now
gets the
batting
first
number
out
1,
of
Taryn
the
Nary.
inning, and Taryn Nary will come in. She's 1 for 2. Had our first RBI in the game. She's also scored a run because of a walk. Kalley standing on second after the leadoff double. Nary steps in, takes the first pitch low. It's 1-0. Eight to 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Greenwood taking her time to get back on the rubber. Perry entered tonight's contest 3-5-1, currently on a 3-game losing skid. It's been a rough week. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, low to Nary, 2-0. Last Friday night, Perry defeated South
Lily
Hamilton.
Van Harper.
They ended up tying with Woodward Granger on Saturday. And And then 3 straight losses this week against a very good competition in the heart of Iowa. They're facing a really good heart of Iowa team right here as Naring chases a pitch low, 2-1. Naring, the right-handed hitter, left fielder for the Jayettes. Already 1 hit in this game. She hit it towards the second baseman, Zahn, and she had a difficult time getting to it. 3-1 as the pitch is taken outside for a ball.
The top 3 in the conference. PCM for sure is 1 there too. Green County.
1 out in the inning
Story,
as
then Green
Kate
County.
Shuttler struck out.
One story's next week, right?
Doubleheader.
3-1 pitch coming in, swung through by Naring. It's now 3-2.
Are you not
On
announcing
deck
it?
is Lily Hollingsworth. She singled back in the 6th inning.
This Monday?
Oh, no, Tuesday.
Greenwood working with a full count to Naring. The sophomore fires in, swung at, and staying alive
Scoreboard all
is
day. There's a
Naring.
middle school game, and then I'm
Foul
going to
that
Principal
one.
Park, and then I'm coming back here.
Down the third base line. Quinn picking up a little bit from right field to left field.
You could do the right field wall scoreboard. Why?
1 out in
Because
the
you could be
inning.
in the wall and you hang the numbers there.
Naring choking up with this full count.
Hot.
Swings at this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Right center coming in to make the play will be Olivia Randall for out number 2. Good swing that time, but the defense was playing perfectly. And Lily
Batting number
Hollingsworth
12, Lily Hollingsworth.
has parries down to their final out here on Alumni Night. A night that has seen a large crowd show up to cheer on the Jayettes, a lot of which that have worn the Jayette uniform. First pitch to Hollingsworth, taken for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs in the inning, the right-handed hitter. That's the designated players in the box. Greenwood's pitch, a little extra oomph on that one, and it's outside for a ball, 1-1. Trying to put this game away. Came on in relief in the 5th inning, got out of a bases-loaded jam. Swinging through that one is Hollingsworth. It's now 1-2. Perry now down to their final
Good 6
strike.
innings. Really good 6
Yeah,
innings.
good 6 innings.
Ready to play 7.
Kalley Whelchel standing on second after the leadoff double. 1-2 pitch to Hollingsworth. Late on that one, and it's out of way down the first. Kate Shuttler struck out in this inning. Perry Naring flew out to right field. Perry remains down to their final strike. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Hollingsworth.
No.
And it's just outside.
That was, but he
2-2.
thought the other
Yeah.
2.
That pitch has been called a strike tonight. As
It
Hollingsworth
might be working
stays
on this one.
alive.
We're not gonna walk all the way
If that
around.
pitch is thrown right there, she better
It's gonna
swing
give
at
you a
this
key.
one. Here comes the 2-2. This one's high for a ball.
We'll do that up next
3-2.
if you want.
You have to load up the bases to have a chance to tie this one up if you're the Jayette, so you still need a couple more base runners. Greenwood fires home, 3-2 pitch, swung through by Hollingsworth, and Les Marshall picks up the win, 8-4, as they use
That's the end of the game. Your
4-run
final
7th
score:
inning
West
to pull
Marshall
away.
8, Perry 4.
The Jayettes fall to 3-6-1. They're now 3-6 in conference. On the other side, West Marshall picks up their 9th win of the year. They're now
Shooting it down, Nate?
9-5 and 7-3 in the Heart of Iowa Conference. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll get you the final
Alright,
stats of this
everybody.
one.
Really good
before we
6
take it
innings.
nice
That
and
top of the
here on the Raging
7th,
Valley Radio
they
Sports Network.
hit a lot. I don't know how many hits it was, but it was a lot. So that top of the 7th inning lost it for us. But the first 6 innings were really, really good. Kept it close. Good plays. So overall, pretty good. Just that last inning didn't go very well. And anyway, thank you for watching. We will be back here on Monday at 7, and we will be playing PCM once again, literally a week in between games. Less than a week, actually, as we played them on Tuesday, so... Yeah, we played them on Tuesday, so... Less than a week in between games between PCM, so we'll be back here. I believe they're still ranked number 4, so we'll be back here on Monday at 7 to play PCM. And then on Tuesday, it will be or Wednesday, it will be a doubleheader against Rome Story. So we'll see you on Monday. Thank you for watching.